My mother, very, very kind mother. So I always telling people, certain amount of my sort of compassion here. Firstly, I received from my mother. So I think here, in this room, I think maybe a few hundred people, everybody come from our mother. At a young age, we survived by mother's affection and someone else, sort of, and also some relatives like that. So everyone received at that time the maximum affection from our mother. That experience really absorbed in every particle of our body. So therefore, now the latest sort of scientific sort of medical scientific sort of finding, and also the brain specialist, they say the constant fear, anger, actually eating our immune system. And more calm mind, more compassionate mind, sometimes even increasing this positive element within the body. So because this body, you see, develop from throughout the mother's affection. So the person who received maximum affection from mother at the early age, this person, the rest of their life, deep inside, more safe. Those people who at that time lack of affection from our mother, or sometimes bully, abused way. Then you see these people, no matter how sort of smart, deep inside, some kind of the sense of insecurity. So their whole life remain a little bit cold. Response, difficult to respond, genuine sense of compassion towards others. But those people who received maximum affection, you see, they can much easier to extend their love and compassion. And physically, as I mentioned earlier, you see, one example, my friend, one Tibetan monk, I often see telling people, as an example, he spent about 20 years, I think about 18, 19 years in Chinese Gulag after 59. And early 80, with some other Tibetan, also then allowed the new policy led by Deng Xiaoping, so open, a little easier. So that monk also eventually come to India and join his previous monastery. Since I know very well that person, so one day we casual talk, and then he mentioned during 80, 90 years in Chinese Gulag, he faces some danger few occasions. I thought maybe danger on his life. And I asked, what kind of danger? And he mentioned danger of losing compassion towards Chinese. So they consider it's very important to keep compassionate attitude towards perpetrator. So result, that person still alive, now I think 95 or 94. His physical, very well. On his head, I think white hair, I think much less than me. Always joking. And sometimes after our sort of meeting with scientists, I casually mentioned that. So after that, some scientists actually want to meet such people. Then they met. They found extraordinarily such people. No sign of traumatic experiences. So their mind very calm, very happy, very compassionate. So that's one example. Keep here, more positive attitude here. The maximum benefit goes to yourself. So like that. So that's one way. Conclusion is the religious believer, if they sincerely practice immense benefit to reduce the stress or worry, mental level. And then the non-believer, through awareness, through deeper understanding about the function of emotion, with help of scientific finding, we can develop more open-minded, more warm-hearted, so the warm-heartedness like that. So that I try to share with thousands of people. Everybody wants happy life and a healthy body. So the ultimate sort of factor for healthy mind, healthy body is within ourselves.